Here's something a little bit different. I'm going to be synthesizing a tornado siren in Adobe Audition. I'm using Adobe Audition CC 2019, but you can use the latest version. I don't know if this is the latest version. I don't think it is, but anyway. And then you can also probably use, gosh, what was it called again? Audacity, I think it is. I actually did have Audacity at some point, but I had to get rid of it because it was cluttering up my hard drive and all that good stuff. And overall, I think Adobe Audition's a lot easier to navigate once you get used to the system and over that sort of stuff overall. Even though it may look complicated, but believe me, it's actually a lot more easy than you guys may think. So first, what you want to do is go up to Effects, Generate, and then you want to go to Tones. And you'll want to pick this major chord right here. And the frequency I'm going to be using here, let me make sure this works. Why is this not set? Okay, there it is. So yeah, I picked my frequencies here, which is 560 and 435. So this is going to sound a lot like a Whalen, what is it, 2905. We actually have a bunch of those sirens over in Michigan, mainly St. Joseph and Berrien County. Or excuse me, not Berrien County, Bridgman, Michigan, excuse me. And especially near my area, which I'm not going to say because, that information's confidential, but yes, I am from Michigan. Anyway, so you want to pick two frequencies, or you can just use one frequency, but I prefer to use two. And then to make a wind-up, you want to check this little sweep frequencies part, and for a wind-up, you want to put it at the lowest value you can get it. In my case, at 0.01 hertz up to 560 hertz. It's a hertz sweep. So anyway, and then if I play it, you'll be able to hear kind of what it sounds like. Yeah, you can kind of hear it there. And then I also like to choose inverse sine wave, and I put the type at 0.28 to really sort of create that sort of chopper stator type sound, which will modify in the case of certain little audio effects. But then and again, I encourage you guys to try out some different stuff. Maybe look around and see what there is to maybe do. But this is just what I'm using. But anyway, you can see how it looks here. And then to really sort of give it that siren-like effect, I use, in the effect rack here, I use this little effect right here called faraway source. Let's see, I used to use faraway source and then wide spooky echo, which is somewhere down here. But I somewhat slid out of that habit of using the wide spooky echo just because I thought it detracted from the sound that I wanted to create. So anyway, so you want to choose faraway source, although you can play around with some other audio effects if you want to, which I encourage you to do so. But yeah, this is what it sounds like now with the faraway source. Yeah, and then of course you want to apply this so that way it actually applies the effect. And then we'll just go ahead and hit File, Save. We'll save this as Test Wind Up. You can call it whatever you want, but I'm just going to call it test wind up for the sake of this tutorial. Then you want to create another audio file. Want to click generate tones once again. But this time you want to actually, instead of sweeping the frequencies, you just want to keep it static like this. Like that. And then once again, you want to check the faraway source effect. Or actually, hang on a minute. I almost forgot to say. The wind up I usually make around 6 seconds here. So if you see right there, I make it about 6 seconds. But for the mid tone, I usually make it around 4-ish minutes, something like that, which I think is suitable enough. Anyway, so now you can see goes all the way for 4 minutes. Check the faraway source thing here. Once this loads. Okay. Click apply and take again wait for this to do its thing. Oh, come on. There you go. Oh, really? Come on, speed up the process, can't you? Well, it doesn't matter. So yeah, you should have that going now. Then you go to save, and I'll say this as test mid. Again, you can call it whatever you want, but you know. Then of course, audio file once again. Generate tones, and this is going to be the wind down, so just like the wind up, or at least kind of like the wind up, you want to sweep the frequency, but instead of sweeping it up, you want to sweep it down. So what you do is you have it set on the the bass frequency, then you click it back to 0, and I like to make my wind down about 50 seconds. Not exactly a minute, but just 50 seconds. So that way you get this effect. Yeah, I don't need to play it all the way, I don't think. Anyway, now you also click the faraway source. And that's really where it gets its cool effect. So yeah, and then you go to File, Save. We'll call this Test Wind Down. Now to splice these all together, we can go ahead and close these out since you hopefully saved them. Since we have all those now, what we need to do is splice them all together. And what I like to do is I like to go File, Open to Append to New. Excuse me. And then I go Test Mid, Test Wind Up, and Test Wind Down. Whoops, I forgot. There we go. Now I used Command for that. Hang on a minute. Did I import the right thing? So test. Yep. And then all it's left to now is just splicing all these where they are supposed to go. So put the wind down at the end. And then let me just check. So give it a quick test here. I'll turn down my volume so that way I can spare your ears a little bit if I didn't blow them out already. But yeah, here we go. I'll skip it ahead to save you some time here. And just like that, we have our little synth here. So we can go ahead and click Save As, and we're going to call this Test Siren. Yep. It'll save it like that, and there we go. So yeah, that's how I like to create siren sound effects using Adobe Audacity. Pretty straightforward to do, I'd say. It definitely doesn't come without practice. It's definitely something you do kind of have to practice a little bit just to get used to the Adobe Audacity system. But you know, once you learn the ropes of it, you know, it actually becomes fairly straightforward. So, and I'm sure this will open up a lot of opportunities for anybody who wants to synthesize any sirens for any projects or anything like that. Of course, though, there are plenty of tutorials on how to do this in Audacity, but not too many on how to do it in Adobe Audition, if at all. So I figured I might as well make this tutorial just showing off some stuff. So yeah, there we go. Hope you maybe found it useful, and hopefully you can use it for something quite useful in the future. But anyway, that's it for this. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.